In truth, this is a relatively small outfit. And some people, they like the double glass doors and the fancy building and the fancy office and whatnot. And so they'll literally, go hire somebody else. And not always, but in many cases, ironically, that same project will end up on my desk because we're doing the heavy lifting for the firm that they did hire. This firm, even though it's small and relatively humble in nature, is actually very high-tech. We employ all kinds of tools in our firm that most do not. A good example of that is customer relations management software. We have a very high-tech centralized system that allows us to keep track of all customer accounts, all communications, all meetings, everything in a central place. So that when a customer calls us on the phone, it actually pops up on our screen who they are, when they last called us, if they owe us any money, the whole thing. And this system allows us to do an incredible volume of business and keep track of every little thing. We also do this thing that almost nobody else does, where we do these 3D renderings in what we call a 3D model. And we include this in our services because not all customers know how to read plans. And these models are really slick. In the old days, you had to sit in front of your draftsman's table, in front of his computer, to see a 3D rendering. The 3D renders that we provide can be viewed on any device, phones, tablets, computers, and the customer gets to control it. So with these high-tech computers, our centralized management software, the VIOP phone systems allows us all to be networked, all the people that we work with, as if we're sitting right across from each other. And when we talk about volume, it brings us to our speed. In my industry, even here in Hawaii, we've seen our competitors give proposals that are roughly close to what we might propose in terms of budget. But they'll ask for 6 or more months to complete the plans. Well, we have a specialized proprietary method that allows us to do that same process in a fraction of the amount of time. Typically speaking, when I start a project, 2 days later, the customer's looking at floor plans and elevations and 3D modeling. And we can complete a set of plans in a week or two, not months, weeks. So that means that we're what we call a production drafting house. And that is that we are producing a huge volume of plans, which is why you'll see on the walls of our office, we get these specific business news calling us one of the state's largest architectural firms. And I always laugh when I see that because, again, we're a small firm and humble in nature and in size, but highly productive.